Okay, here we go. Hello everybody, I am Vivian. Welcome back to the channel. Here on my channel I talk about everything worship, music, vocals, family and mommying, and a lot of encouragement in the Lord. If you're interested in any of that, go ahead and subscribe. I post videos here every week and wouldn't want you to miss it. Today I'm going to be talking about my routine, what I do to help prepare vocally, and really some of the things that I teach as a vocal coach, but also some of the things that my personal vocal coach teaches me. You're going to get an inside peek on what I go through when I go to a vocal lesson, especially when I'm out of shape or if I'm in my best shape. I love that my vocal coach pushes me, and I love that he gives me real feedback about where I'm at. If you are a vocalist, if you're a vocal coach, if you're already out there, worship leader extraordinaire, or just singing somewhere, it is still important for you to have a coach. The things that come out of us as vocalists really sound different when it comes out on the other side of your face. I know I've talked about that before, but singing properly is so important. I'm not talking about singing like the right notes, although that's kind of important to not be a distraction as well. But technically singing correctly is important so that you don't lose your voice, so you're not hoarse all the time, so that you can have the vocal stamina to do what you need to do. For me, worshiping, it's so important where I have to really be able to maintain vocally for 6 services. But not only vocally do I need to maintain, I need to be prepared in my heart and my spirit. So the more you can prepare and get technical things out of the way, the more we can focus on keeping the main thing the main thing. For me, it's getting people into the presence of God. Some of the things I do prior to going to see my vocal coach is making sure I get enough rest, making sure that I eat so that I have energy well before my lesson, and I drink lots and lots of water. But I also do my exercises, my vocal exercises before I go, so my vocals can be somewhat warm before I actually go in there to get to work. And if I'm feeling a little bit of like vocal tension, or if it's my vocals are dry, or if I've got anything weird going on, I do a vocal gargle. 1 tablespoon of white Caro syrup, 1 teaspoon of salt, and ½ teaspoon of baking soda. And so I mix that in with water, about 8 ounces of water. And for me, I warm it up as hot as I can stand it, and I gargle. Usually about 4 to 5 times a day if I'm dealing with anything like I am today. And so that's a great gargle to help get the balance back, and it'll help get rid of any junk. I got the recipe from my vocal coach, so you're welcome. As a worship leader, as a vocalist, as anybody who's a musician even, there's just competition out there. And what I have tried really hard to do is not get stuck in the lie of comparison. I do not consider myself to be the best vocalist out there. What I do consider myself to be is a person whose heart is after the things of God. It's one of my greatest passions to help people get into the presence of God. I feel like in order to do that, I need to be less of a distraction to myself and to others. It is so easy to get caught in the trap of comparison. But listen, you can just steward what the Lord has given you, take your gifts, work on your craft, prepare your heart, get the rest that you need, and just trust that it's all gonna fall into place. But not without a little bit of work and dedication. So come on, let's go, come with me. You're gonna meet my vocal coach. He is the best.
It's a wonderful day in the neighborhood. Won't you be my neighbor?
You guys, here he is, the man, the myth, the legend. You know you're a legend, right? This is Brian Schexnayder, and he is, in my humble opinion, the best vocal coach I know. So this guy, he's a big deal. He's a graduate of Juilliard, and he was a former soloist for the Metropolitan Opera. Wow, I mean, I'm so glad you're teaching me.
Yahoo!
He was a principal artist for over 20 years, and he's been teaching vocals in the DFW area for over 21 years. I mean, the best.
See what it's done to me.
You see what it
Old.
So he's the best, guys. He is the best, and you can book a lesson with him. He's accepting students right now. Follow him on social media and go to his website, besvocalstudio.com. Brian Schexnayder, he's the best, guys. Book your appointment to get your lesson. Anyway, so he has been instrumental in just, I don't know, fixing my voice. Instrumental in my vocal journey, and so we're gonna get into a lesson. He's probably gonna kick my butt because I'm a little out of shape this week, and so we're gonna get started, and hopefully I don't embarrass myself too much. Okay, here we go.
Yeah.
Can we?
Yeah, girl.
Share a little bit about this pop style technique that you have taught me, that you teach so many people, that you're so skilled at. Just a little bit about what it is and how it works.
Okay, well, I mean, basically after I started teaching, after a singing career, I figured out pretty quickly that people didn't want to learn how to sing pop from a classical standpoint. So began to use all of my background and my experience in terms of voice teachers and coaches, and tried to figure out a different approach for people that would work well, to where they could make sounds that sounded more real in terms of dialogue-oriented music. Most of pop music, I feel, is more dialogue-oriented than classical music. Mm-hmm. And I felt like a lot of students deal with, they are always wanting to extend their ranges on the top, on the upper end. And so by trying to figure out how people make sounds naturally as animals, or as in a primal way, that how much it would help to get people to make sounds that way, and then how to involve the feeling and emotion into the technical aspect of singing.
That's brilliant. If you can give vocalists out there one major tip that can impact their craft today, what would it be?
Vocalize every day.
That's good.
Pure and simple. Because like if you don't vocalize every day, you're not really working out your voice. So you're not training your voice. You really are just experiencing what you would experience in the art form. It'd be like you not training to run races as an Olympic runner. but just running races, and that would be your training, ever, is competing. You'd never figure out how to do it better. You'd just always be losing running the races that you're running all the time. I think you should be working with who you believe is a qualified instructor in terms of vocal technique. Have that instructor have a set of exercises that basically they can step you through and help you to understand how to do them in order that you can build your voice and build your approach to singing. Strengthen your voice, build a form, condition your voice by doing the exercises every day. Even when you don't have time to sing songs, the vocalists should come first and foremost.
So good. Hey Brian, thank you so much for all you do, and you are just instrumental in my journey, seriously.
Awesome.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You're the best.
Thank you.
Well, that is it for today with my vocal coach. I'm gonna head home. Brian?
Goodbye.
Thank you. Thank you for your help with the vocals. He's really the best, you guys. The best. Okay, I'm headed home, so see y'all later.
This is a part of me that you're never ever gonna take away from me. Yeah!
Thank you so much for watching, you guys. I hope you enjoyed it today. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye.